I've never seen anything like this case involving Fani Willis. I'm probably just like you. Just heard about this case. I said, okay, this is interesting. See what happens. I thought for sure that the case was a bit far-fetched. The whole notion of racketeering was ridiculous. Okay. So what did I know? And then we see the case. We see Ashley Merchant representing Mr. Roman. What happens then? Well, it's interesting. Ashley Merchant says, I want to do a file a motion to disqualify because there may be some kind of a romantic relationship between Fani Willis and Nathan Wade. Some kind of self-dealing, so to speak, where she gave her boyfriend, all right, a job, and okay, maybe they had something, going on, whatever. And it could have been so simple. Listen to what I'm saying. They could have just admitted. They could have admitted this. Listen to what I'm saying. They could have admitted this. They could have said, yeah, we're doing it. And that would have been it. Believe it or not. I know this may shock you and to the lay public and to those individuals who are not conversant with Georgia jurisprudence, as I am. But there is nothing per se disqualifying about that. You can hire your spouse. You can actually have the spouse on the other side. There is no evidence whatsoever. Listen to me. Wait. There was no evidence of any kind of her having a stake in the case. And don't give me this business about they were going to extrapolate and prolong the prosecution in order for, Nathan to make more money so he can turn around and give it to her. Oh, stop it. But no. See, that would have been the smart thing to do. So you got to understand something right off the bat, with all due respect. Fani Willis is an idiot. She's an entitled, arrogant idiot. She never sought counsel. Nobody ever told her, Fani, what are you doing? It's okay. You don't have to hide this. There would be no nothing. There would be no case. There would be no Bradley. There would be no disqualification. There would be no embarrassment. There would be no need for your father to get on the stand and talk about some crazy story about black people and money and cash and whatever the hell that was about. All of that would have been obviated had you just told the truth. But you see, she can't. This is what I'm trying to tell you, my friend. She can't do it. And the reason why she can't do it is that she's better than you and me. She's Fani Willis. We're just peasants. We're just peons. Remember the movie A Few Good Men? Remember when Colonel Jessup, he's on the stand and he doesn't understand. You can't lie. Because, see, he was a Marine, and has to train men, and we bend the rules. We're Marines. And then he gets into the courtroom during a court-martial, and he realizes, oh, my God. And they get him for basically, they arrest him for perjury. For perjury. But he doesn't understand it because he's from another planet. That's Fani Willis. Well, two things happened. The other day, there was an assistant, not just an assistant, but from what I understand, it might be the chief deputy district attorney in Cobb County, who comes forward, and she says, her name is Cindy Lee Yeager. And apparently she, according to court papers filed and motions filed and supplements and affidavits filed, she filed on Monday, she said she was very concerned about Mr. Bradley's testimony, Terrence Bradley, who is just the worst. I mean, this guy, no guts, no balls, no brains, no nothing, no heart, no mind, no conviction. What is he doing? Anyway, she says, hey, I'm going to bring this to your attention. Because apparently there was a September 2023 call, and for reasons I don't understand, Bradley, he's everywhere. Terrence Bradley is talking to her. She's, again, I believe the chief, she was, at one particular point, maybe still is now, the chief deputy DA of Cobb County, the adjoining Cobb County. And she hears, again, how she hears this, I don't know, but she hears, they are coming after us. You don't need to talk to them about anything about us. Whoa. What does that mean? I'll tell you what it means. It means if you know what's good for you, shut up. You got that, fatso? Shut up. I'm in charge. I'm in charge. I'm the district attorney calling you to tell you to shut up. You don't have to say anything. They're coming after us. Holy moly. Now, if I didn't know better, I think there's a pretty good prima facie case there of obstruction of justice. Maybe a little bit of witness tampering and conspiracy to commit the following. Anyway, so then that was the other day. But it gets even better. It gets even better. More information comes forward. More information. Apparently, for reasons I do not understand, because Mr. Bradley apparently is talking to everybody. He's talking to everybody. He apparently is talking now. The latest is that he spoke to one time, or his former law, I guess, professor, or a law professor, or a Manny Arora. So the new witness says that he could testify that Fani Willis' relationship and Nathan dates back to 2019, and that, listen to this, Nathan even had a garage opener so he could slip in, literally and figuratively, into the garage during their trysts. So that's this fellow. This is a former law professor. This is between September and October of last year. So he heard this. So understand what we're talking about. We have Manny Arora. This is this new Arora rather, is this new witness. You got Cindy Lee Yeager. And meanwhile, you've got Terrence Bradley, who's just going around just telling everybody everything. He's telling anybody who will listen. What is he, stupid? You can't use the word retarded anymore. I understand that. But if they ever resurrect the word, if they ever get a pass, and you can only use it for one person, it's got to be him. Who is he talking to? This guy won't shut up. He's known not only as a blabbermouth, but somebody who will never work again in that county or Cobb. Nobody wants him. He's telling everybody. And then he gets on the stand and he's like the most parsimonious and the most punctilious and the most kind of microscopic. And, well, I can't say, that would be speculation. I don't know. But to everybody else. Hell, remember he went to Ashley Merchant and they're texting. And she says, hey, you jadrul, you idiot. Here are the text messages. Look, here's the screenshots. I'm asking you, is this okay? Is there enough evidence? Are you sure about this? And you said, absolutely. And yet you come in today and what do you say? I don't remember. And then you're telling Arora and you're telling Yeager. You're telling everybody. And everybody. And you got Yurdy, who owned the Love Shack is a little old place where we get. Anyway. And here comes Nathan opening up that door, that garage door. But then again, Cellhawk, the information doesn't really pinpoint it just to an area in the vicinity at midnight to 4 a.m. And this judge is thinking, holy, what am I supposed to do? Lie after lie after, and Bradley's lying, Wade's lying, everybody's lying. There's so many lies that are needless. All Franny had to do was just keep her mouth shut. But she can't do that because she's Fani Willis. And she just says, you're not going to ask me anything. And if you ask me a question, I'm just going to make it up. I'm just going to make stuff up. It's unbelievable. This, and go back to what Wade said. Well, I might have been 10 times. I don't know. It's ridiculous. But the real reason, and listen, dear friend, I know I put you through 9 minutes and 53 seconds of this, but the real reason The real reason, the easy reason, the thing that the judge has as a basis to absolutely disqualify her is that you are now a target. I know you will be. And if you're not a target, then I don't know anything about how this works, because you have just opened yourself up for being or for presenting a prima facie case of, listen carefully, of witness tampering and obstruction of justice. Because you told somebody you knew was going to be a witness. You knew this. You knew what was happening because the press, they're asking questions. Hey, who is this guy? So what do? You could have had a subordinate or somebody say, hey, come here. Plausible deniability. Have a soldier, have your own Luca Brasi go in and say, listen, Bradley, if you know what's good for you, you keep your mouth shut. I mean, if you ever want to work in this town or the state of Georgia again, but no, that's not what happened, dear friend. Look at me. I can't believe what I'm seeing. I love this. And you know why I love it? Because I love justice. And that Fani is going down. Interesting phrase in view of the trysts and the veritable examples of a concupiscent. Better be careful. Everything's a pun. Very punny. Put you in the penitentiary. Hang on. Oh, dear friends. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel. Subscribe. Hit that little like button. You know how these things, you know how it works. You know how it works. This way you want to be notified of live streams and new videos. And we do streams 8 a.m., 7 p.m. every morning. And they're so good. We really go through this. And my friends, while everybody merely has a show in which they point out what somebody says, I tell you what it means. And I go deep, 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 neath the surface area, the surface level, to plumb the depths of this disgusting, putrescent corruption. Now, dear friend, what do you think? I want to hear your brilliance. Comment as you see fit.